Thank you, DT. As mentioned before, tonight is a celebration. We are celebrating the amazing institution that is Cabrini University and the incredible people it teaches and grows. We are also recognizing the many ways in which alumni and friends breathe life into the mission of Cabrini. We have so many alumni and friends who are dedicated to ensuring the success of Cabrini and its students through various efforts, including, but certainly not limited to, serving as a trustee, an alumni board director, a classroom speaker, a panelist at Career Night, an event volunteer, an advocate of Cabrini to prospective students, and the list goes on. Not to mention that most, if not all of you here tonight are generous donors of Cabrini. That's for you, Steve. You're welcome. I'd like to take a brief pause to thank my fellow alumni board directors who are here this evening. Like all of you here tonight who volunteer your time to Cabrini, the Alumni Board is enthusiastic about working to continue a great legacy for our alma mater. I'd like to ask all our Alumni Board members who are here tonight to please stand and be recognized. The Alumni Association is deeply grateful to each and every one of you here tonight, and we hope to continue celebrating our dedicated Cavaliers each year at what we hope will be an annual event. Now on to the Alumni Awards presentations. For decades, the Alumni Association has honored the outstanding achievements and good works of our alumni through these awards. This year is no exception. I'm honored to be able to represent the Alumni Association as president as I introduce our awardees this evening. I'd like to begin with our first award, the Young Alumni Award, which recognizes alumni who have graduated within the last 10 years and have continued the Cabrini legacy of service, made outstanding contributions to their communities, or achieved great career success. This year's recipient is Diana Trasatti, class of 2010. While a student at Cabrini, Diana studied English and Communication and Psychology. As a member of the locator staff, Diana became more aware of the world around her through the story assignments that introduced her to various global social injustices. She experienced service learning through spring break service trips and even lobbied in Congress. After graduation, Diana continued her education at the University of Pennsylvania, where she received her Master's of Science in Education in School and Mental Health Counseling, and her Master's of Philosophy in Education and Professional Counseling. Good job. She currently works full-time as an elementary school counselor in Southern New Jersey, where she coaches a track club and will be launching a social justice club for students this spring. She also works as a master-level mental health at Jefferson Hospital, where she conducts psychosocial assessments and runs group therapy in the intensive outpatient program. In addition to her work, Diana commits much of her free time volunteering to serve as the state communication lead and national communication trainer for Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America, a nonpartisan grassroots organization dedicated to the ending of gun violence epidemic in America. In these roles, Diana writes media advisories, delivers national spokesperson trainings, organizes community gun violence prevention events, and guides volunteers in writing to local newspapers and elected officials in support of comprehensive solutions to gun violence. Diana's dedication to enriching the lives of those around her through both her professional career and volunteer work is inspiring. I'd like to welcome Diana to come forward and be recognized as the 2019 recipient of the Young Alumni Award.
When I first came to Cabrini University in 2006, I was an average student and never wanted to spend more time than necessary in a classroom or after-school activity. My focus was constricted to my own safe corner of South Jersey. Speaking in class and to others was difficult and something I had to challenge myself to do. It wasn't until my sophomore journalism class that I realized the power of my voice. Before I knew it, I was covering stories on homelessness, developing a short film on the Iraqi Trauma Relief Project, and helping build a website on domestic violence awareness. At Cabrini, my classmates and I weren't just taught to live with purpose, but we were provided with real-life experiences to do so. From helping build a house in Appalachia, to meeting my senator staff in Washington, D.C. to advocate for a global food security bill. I learned the power we all have to build a more just society through individual relationships and legislative change. I'm confident that it was these experiences and continued guidance from my professors, especially Dr. Zurich, that led me to pursue a career and volunteer work rooted in serving others. This work is stimulating, tiring, humbling, and never complete. It's not a college course, but a way of life. Because of Cabrini, I had the confidence as an adult to testify in front of a New Jersey Senate committee. I had the skills to organize a community pop-up meeting with only a few days' notice. And I had the stamina to march with millions of other advocates in rallies from New York to DC. Cabrini led me to finding my passion and my voice, and for that I will always be thankful. Thank you.